Welcome in. It is the Megan and Ryan Power Hour. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It is Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Time. As always, we are here every Wednesday night to bring you the Megan and Ryan Power Hour. Megan will be here just shortly. We are here again to answer your guys' questions about what it is that we have done, what it is that you are doing, and how you can go from 0 to 10K in 90 days. So if you happen to be joining us, make sure you drop us that hashtag live. If you happen to be watching this on the replay over on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you drop us that hashtag replay. If you guys are joining us over on the TikTok, make sure you drop us that hashtag live as well. And also let us know where you guys are joining in from. We always like to see where our audience is joining us from. So again, welcome in. Hopefully you guys have had a wonderful holiday season over the last few weeks and everything. I know it was a crazy time for us. There's Megan. She's joining us. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks. We appreciate it. We got a couple of comments there on Facebook. Let's go, Ryan. Thank you for that. Justin, what's up? What's going on? Michael, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you guys being in here. You know, we do this show every Wednesday night for several different reasons. One, to let everybody know what it is that we do. We know that we get a lot of people watching our TikTok videos, our Facebook reels, our Facebook posts, and we see these different posts about us living this lifestyle that we live and able to work from home, and we're working for ourselves, and we're making, X amount of dollars in so many days. And, I remember when we first got started in this industry, I saw people doing the exact same thing that I do now, and I thought, wow. How in the world is that even possible? All I remember is going to a 9-to-5 that I pretty much dreaded.
Yeah.
Pretty much dreaded. As Megan always said, they loved me, but they didn't always like me for the fact that my 9-to-5 created quite a stress for me. But about 3 years ago now, I actually lost my job. I lost my 9-to-5. We used to say unfortunately, now we say fortunately, because it led us down a path of learning some different skills that allowed us to have control over our own future. I vowed at the time when I lost my job that I thought was a secure job. I vowed at that time that I would never put the key to my future or success in someone else's pocket. And ever since then, we've done exactly that. We learned a few skills to help us out. We've been out and we've tried a couple of different business models. Finally landed on something that was successful for us. Learning the skills, implementing, being consistent. That's what it is that we do.
And I'm learning now, because we're starting to branch into other things as well. What we do, we are affiliate marketers, but really that is the base of a bunch of other business models. And I didn't really understand that and comprehend that until honestly just kind of recently. There's no way that we could have gotten into some of these other business models and such had we not started with affiliate marketing. Actually, we didn't start with affiliate marketing. We started with drop shipping.
Yeah.
Big for us, that was a big mistake. Just for some reasons.
Let me tell that story right quick. So before we get into that, real quick, Justin McEwing over on Facebook. I'm so glad to have met you guys and the help you have provided. Thank you so much for the support, Justin. We do appreciate that. And over on TikTok, Carolyn is from Kirkland, Illinois. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. We've also got Welcome To from Cleveland, Ohio, and Illaby, thanks for the follow. We appreciate that over on TikTok. So
in between you two,
let me lay it down here on how this actually happened. So, back in February of 2020 is when I lost my job. It's when I lost my 9-to-5, and we were pretty upset. We were a 2-income household, pretty much living paycheck to paycheck at the time. At the time we had 3 kids. Since then, we've added to the family. We now have 4. But, all of the strain and the stress of, just life, and then losing a job that we thought was secure, and, coming into work on a Monday, no longer have a job, fretting and trying to figure out what's going on. Tears are shed. Conversations are being had, running around trying to figure out what exactly to do. Now, in normal cases, people would just go back out and apply for jobs, apply for another 9-to-5, put resumes in, apply for jobs of people that have jobs, right? They're offering, they're hiring.
Because
no.
Well, that's what we knew what to do.
Well, this is true because I was 40 years old, or I was going to be 40 years old. I was 39 at the time. I was going to be 40 a few months after that. The only thing that I ever knew to do was to go get a job. That was it. growing up, we weren't told that there are different ways to do things. It was go to school, get a good education, get good grades, and then get a nice secure job if you can, and then save up all your life for retirement so that you can enjoy retirement. That's what we were taught.
And
and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I want to make that clear. There's nothing wrong with doing that. There's millions of people that do that every day, and they're happy with doing that, and that's fine. I was not happy with doing that. I couldn't figure out how come I was having to work 40 and 50 and 60 hours a week and be away from my family all the time, to struggle to put food on the table, and to maybe have one vacation a year if we were lucky, right? How were other people living life and being able to travel all the time? They were always spending time with their kids, always at their school events or their sporting events. I couldn't do any of that. I was missing all of that. Couldn't travel at all. How were people doing that? So that's when I lost my job, we decided, all right, look, here. I told Megan, I said, hey, what I want to do is I want to start looking into an online business. And of course, first thing she did was she laughed at me, literally, and asked well, what do you think you're going to do? Is play around on Facebook all day? Ironically, as we sit here and we broadcast to Facebook, right? Right? She hadn't seen the things that I had seen. I had been scrolling through social media and seeing all these different people doing different things. And it was a dad here that was able to spend time with his kids and work from home and produce a lovely, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month income, steady. Well, how's he doing that? So I kept seeing different things like this, and I told Megan, I said, you know what? There's people out there that are doing this every single day. All I got to do is figure out how it is that they're doing this. And if I can figure out how they're doing it, maybe we can do this. So, all right, let's do it. There was a little bit more of a conversation that took place than that, but in the end, it was like, all right, let's do this. Let's try it. That led us into drop shipping, which was the very first thing that I ever took an online course in, was drop shipping. Now, mind you, this is February of 2020. And the business model for drop shipping is fairly simple. This is one of the reasons why I picked it. You basically go to a website like AliExpress, where you can find all kinds of products. There's hundreds, if not millions or thousands of products on this site that you can find. And what you do is you create an online store, like a Shopify store. You pick some of these products from like AliExpress and you throw them on your store. And then what you do is you go out and you run ads, or you drive traffic to your store and hope people come to buy those products. And when they buy those products, you basically go back to AliExpress and you use that money that they've already paid you for that product, and you buy that product from AliExpress and you directly ship it to them. That's drop shipping. Okay? I don't ever physically have the product. All I did was people would go to my store, they would buy it. I would get the money for that. I would go and buy the product from another site and send it directly to somebody. Obviously, there was a markup in it. That's how you make the money, right? Okay. We made our very first money online with drop shipping. I remember our very first sale. We were sitting at dinner at a local Mexican restaurant, and my phone dings. This was right after we had started this. It's like, cool, we have a sale. Somebody bought something from us. So we went on and we did this. Mind you, most of these products from AliExpress come from overseas. We're in the States. Yeah. Southern Indiana is where we're from, by the way. So these products come from overseas. We started to get some sales. We started to have revenue being made. We were getting sales. We were paying for ads on Facebook to drive traffic to our store. Then all of a sudden, what happened in March of 2020?
All hell broke loose and shut.
Drop it in the comments. Everybody knows what happened in March of 2020. The world as we know it comes to a screeching halt. Everything's put on hold. Those products that we were buying from overseas and sending to people were now taking over 8 weeks to get to our customers.
I'm actually not convinced that some of those products aren't still in shipping containers.
They may be. They may be. So even though, damn COVID, exactly, Facebook users, damn COVID, that's exactly what happened. And so our business with the drop shipping came to a screeching halt. We had all kinds of customer complaints, support issues, payment processing chargeback, all kinds of stuff going on because people were still buying stuff from us. We just couldn't get the product to them. Wouldn't happen. So we did this for a few months. Even after the pandemic had kind of went into full swing, we still did this for a few months. We were still making sales. We were having some problems on the back end with customer support and, products not shipping and things like that. But it was, at the time we're like chalking it up to just, all right, well, this is just business woes. This is just what we got to deal with in this business that we chose. And after a few months, probably about 4 or 5 months, I realized we were dumping so much money into ads. Even though revenue was being shown, we had sales. When I actually sat down and did the math, I figured out we were losing our asses on this. We weren't really making a profit. And that's when I started to really say, all right, this is not working for us. We need to figure out something else that can work for us. And like many of you out there, I saw all the time because I'd been searching for how to make money online and ways to make money online. And, maybe I just need a few extra dollars. For me, I was trying to replace an income. For you, you might be looking just because you may think that it'd be interesting or, cool to make a couple $100 extra a month, or maybe even a few $100 extra a month, or, $1,000 extra a month to help you out with things. So because we're looking for these things, our lovely friends over at TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, because these are the types of things that we spend our time watching, guess what? They're going to pump more of it to us. They feed us more of that stuff, so we continue to see more of it. And what happened was I kept seeing this affiliate marketing thing. And I kept dismissing it because it had the word marketing in it, to be honest. I'm like, I'm not a salesperson. I can't do this. There's no way I can do this. I know nothing about marketing, so therefore I just dismissed it. And I continued to look through other things. Well, it kept coming back around. I kept seeing things, and it kept popping up. It kept popping up. Kept popping up. I'm like, all right, something of a greater being is trying to tell me something here or something. I keep seeing this stuff, and I keep ignoring it, but yet it keeps circling back around to me. So maybe there's something to this that I need to take a look at. And so that's when we decided to jump into the affiliate marketing world.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who decided to jump into the affiliate marketing world?
All right, when I decided to jump into the affiliate marketing world at about July of 2020. And we're going to get to that story here in just a minute, but I want to cover a couple of these comments that are coming in.
Tell the truth.
Yep, I will. I'll fully tell that story. So let's see here. We've got Beth Pruitt from Dallas, Texas. Thanks for joining us, Beth, over on the Facebook. Facebook user, had my first Zoom meeting yesterday. I'm so excited to get started. Awesome. Justin, I'm not happy doing that. I'm working my full-time job. I'm working on becoming an entrepreneur in my spare time. So this way I can have time, freedom, and streams of income. And that's awesome. You were definitely going to get there, Justin. You can just continue to do the work. All right, Facebook, you're so glad you helped me get started. Thank you so much. Y'all are awesome. Or make a better income when there will be a time my wife won't be able to work due to illness. So, again, whatever your reason is, we all have different reasons. A lot of these are great, legitimate reasons. Justin goes back to saying, as Megan's laughing, haha, you can't get any shipping. Exactly. And then we had that user say, damn COVID. So over on TikTok real quick, I wanted to go through a couple of these, thanks, Mike, for the live. I appreciate this. Thanks for the likes, guys. Liking 2-3. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Alibaba. Yep. Mike Pettis, Alibaba. That's another one. As far as like anybody that's doing the drop shipping, that's another site. Sandra, thanks for the follow and the like. Appreciate that. Let's see here. User 124799. Thanks for the follow. We appreciate that. Money Motive. All right. Money Motivated, I'm guessing, is the username. What is the business? As we're talking about, it's affiliate marketing. We're going to talk a little bit more about how exactly we got started in affiliate marketing here in just a second. Eric, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Jason, Celine, Whitney, or Mariah. Not quite sure where that was at.
Celine.
Okay.
I'm just going to answer.
Gotcha. All right. Carolyn, like the live. Thank you very much. We appreciate the likes, guys. Thanks again for the follows and the likes over on TikTok. We do appreciate that. And if you guys are enjoying this live, make sure that you share it out. We do appreciate that as well. So how we actually got started with our affiliate marketing I'm going to say we got started because we got started eventually, even though I started it. No, I'm the one that started it. All right, but anyway, I just got done with my coaching call on Legendary Marketer. Awesome, awesome. So as you can see behind us, we've actually got some hardware from.
Oh yeah, they can see it.
Yeah, they can see it on TikTok. As you can see behind us, we have some hardware from the folks over there at Legendary. Legendary is actually where we got our first start. That is the program that we got our start on. And so how this story unfolds, Jack Morris says, can't afford the $2,500 price. You know what? That's okay. There's other ways to get started, Jack, and just, hang out here, ask questions as we get to talking about this, and be more than happy to help you. And you're over there on TikTok, so you guys can see the links above us. So we've got, our Facebook group. We've also got a free training that you guys can take a look at as well. So follow those links that are up above you there on the TikTok, and again, ask questions. Okay. But how all this went down, guys, like I said, affiliate marketing kept coming around. We were in the drop shipping thing. We were doing that, but affiliate marketing kept coming around to me, and I kept seeing emails, and I kept seeing people talk about it. So I was like, finally, this thing caught my eye when I got an email or I saw somebody do a review on something. And they said, $7 is how I get started. I'm like, you know what? $7, I can do that. I can do that. Even though I haven't had a job for, at this point, 5 months, we had spent probably money that we really didn't have on this drop shipping business that really wasn't panning out for us. But I thought, you know what, for $7, I could at least give this thing the old college try, and we'll take a look at it and see what it's all about. So, unbeknownst to my wife here, I actually decided to sign up for a course for $7. I thought, you know what, I'll take a look at this. We'll see what's going on. So, as I went through this, it was a 15-day challenge. Many of you are probably familiar with that. And I started to go through this challenge day by day, and I was watching these videos, and I was getting energetic about some of the stuff that was going on, and there were some assignments that I had to do, like homework assignments that I had to do each day, and had some calls with some they were called business plan advisors, and things were, for me, they were getting exciting because I started to see the possibilities here and see what was going on. I thought, you know what, this is pretty cool. I can do this. Then on one of the days, one of the pieces of homework that they gave was to read a particular book. And if Megan will grab that book for me real quick.
Yep.
So that you guys know a little bit more about the backstory here, I'm not a reader. I'm not much of a reader at all. Never have been. Okay? But I was believing so much so in what I was watching and what I was doing. I thought, you know what? Back to that old college try. I want to give the college try. If they're telling me I need to read this book to help me with this, by golly, that's what I'm going to do. So on my way to pick up the kids from school, I decided to stop in over at Barnes & Noble. We have a local Barnes & Noble. And I was going to pick up this book. And I did. And then I went and I picked up the kids from school, and I came home like I always do. And I came down in the basement to work on my stuff. And what I actually did was I sat down on our couch and I opened up this book that I bought. I started to read it. Now, to set the scene a little bit more, I'm on our nice little brown couch there. Got my feet up. Got the book open. I'm reading. Megan comes down the stairs, and before she hits the landing, she looks over at me, and her response was, "Are you okay?" Because at this point, we've been together for over 10 years, and she'd never seen me pick up a book. I always make the joke. I always make the joke that I don't think that she knew that I could read.
Yeah.
Because that's how little I read. I didn't pick up books and read them. So she said, "What's wrong?" As I'm sitting here reading. Well, I'm about 4 days into this thing that I purchased unbeknownst to her. And the reason why I didn't tell her this, because I thought, you know what? If
kill him.
I wasn't worried about dying. What I was worried about was she was going to tell me, go take your ass and go get a job.
Yeah.
You done played around enough with the drop shipping stuff. It didn't work. Go get a job. And I didn't want that. So that's why, unbeknownst to her, I went ahead and signed up for this stuff, and I started learning it. So as I'm watching these videos and I'm starting to learn things, and I'm reading this book now on the couch, and she's asking me what's wrong, that's when I invited her in, and I said, "Hey, let's take a look at this. This is what I've done I bought this $7 course. I'd really like for you to join me in watching some of these videos. And so she did. Thankfully. You know, she didn't tell my ass to go get a job. She joined me. And so she started watching some of these videos. Now, the thing of it is, when she started watching these videos, she'd been in corporate America for, at that point, what, 8 years?
It's close.
Okay.
Yeah.
8, 9 years. She'd been in corporate America. And so she'd been through tons and tons of different training things that she had been through corporate America and all this. And as she's watching these videos, she looked at me, she goes, there's something different about these. As much training as I've been through, I've never seen anything quite like this.
It was the passion
that was in it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And then we started, well, you can keep on.
So now we're both on the same boat. We're in the same boat and we're watching these videos and we're starting to learn this stuff. Well, along about day 5 comes a hit that I didn't know that if we would be able to rebound from. We're watching these videos. We're kind of getting our hopes up. We're getting excited about the future and what things could be. And then you're presented with an offer that was a whole lot more than $7.
And that's what Jack was talking about.
That's what Jack was talking about. Yeah. We were hit with a $2,500 price tag to learn more and get more education. You talk about having the wind taken out of your sails. That was a big hit.
It was, but at the same time...
Right. I'm going to go back to this right here. I was pretty close to finishing this, or at least halfway through, 3/4 of the way through it, when that opportunity came about. And this book taught me how to think outside of the box a little bit when it came to finances. It taught me things that I'd never learned from my parents about finances, never learned about in school, because these aren't things in this book that are taught in schools. And most of us, if you're like me, my parents didn't have a whole lot when I was growing up. We were working middle-class family. And so finances weren't something that we really talked a lot about most of the time because we were scared about it or we just were ignorant about it. You didn't know about it. And heaven forbid if you talk to somebody else about it or anything else, you know, that's taboo as well. You know, personal finances are personal, so we don't talk about that, right? So as a kid growing up, it's hard to learn how to do these things if you don't discuss them and talk about them. But as I'm going through this book and I'm learning some different things on how to look at things and replace the word can't with can, and you know, instead of I can't afford something, in a how can I afford something? All of this information come from this book. And so when that opportunity comes, they say, hey, for $2,500, you can learn exactly how to do this.
Well, more in depth, like
right. When that opportunity comes for that, instead of saying I can't afford that, it was all right. How can we? And that's when we started to turn the little gears in our brain to try to figure out what it is that we could do to do this. Again, I've already mentioned I was out of a job for over 5 months, no income coming in. Now, we weren't in poverty. We still always had a roof over our head. You know, we weren't in any soup lines or anything like that. We still had food on the table. But definitely, the purse strings were pulled tight. So to try to figure out how to invest $2,500 into learning these skills, but we knew if we could learn these skills, we'd seen and we talked to enough people, and we realized that, you know what, this does work. We just have to learn how to do it. Now, we could have gone on YouTube, we could have gone on Google and, you know, spent months, if not years, doing a whole bunch of research on all this stuff and trying to learn it that way. And we've seen people try to do that. And that is okay. You can do that. You can go to YouTube, you can go to Google. But a lot of times you get overwhelmed with so much of the information and you don't know what's real. You don't know what is not good information. You know, just because it worked for this person doesn't mean it's going to work for that person. You know, these sort of things. So when you find a path that many people have taken, and we're not talking like 1 or 2 or 10, we're talking thousands. When you find a path that thousands of people have taken and been successful with it, like, all right, there may be something to this. So again, wheels are turning. We're trying to figure out what it is that we can do to come up with this money and figure it out. Now, probably one of the things that I'm going to say here is going to make a lot of people cringe. We actually pulled money out of a retirement account. Now, I don't know about for you guys, but for me, if I'd have told anybody that I knew, family, friends, that, you know what, I just pulled money out of a retirement account to go learn some skills online to start an online business, I would have been laughed at. I'd have been told I was a fool. I would have been told I lost money. I shouldn't do that. That's there for retirement. You know, all these things that were drilled into our heads as we grew up. But we saw it as an opportunity to be able to take that money and invest it in some skills. And if those skills would pay off, we'd be in great shape. Now, at the time, we didn't know. Fast forward 8 months from that point, we hit our first 6 figures in affiliate marketing with that exact same product that taught us the skills of how to do affiliate marketing. And yes, that goes back to Legendary, and that goes back to this hardware that we have behind us. We got our plaques and our diamond rings and all that stuff. But if it wasn't for that ability to say, hey, this is something that we need to do and we need to move forward with and figure out how we can do it, we would not be in front of you right now. I would probably be working a regular 9 to 5 like a lot of people do. I would not have the opportunity to see my daughter this morning sing in front of her school for the very first time in her life because I would have probably been at work and couldn't have got off to do that. Along with several other things that we have accomplished in the last 3 years that would have never been possible had we not started our online journey. Many to have included several trips. We travel so much more now. We've been able to do things and travel to places that at once we thought were just dreams for us. And it's all because we took that opportunity, risk, to decide that we were going to learn these skills and see if we couldn't provide a better life for our family. And that's what we've done. Now what we do is we help other people figure out that you can do the same thing. Now, before I get a whole bunch of people sitting here hollering MLM and all this other stuff at me and all that, we choose to be in what's called the Make Money Online niche. And there's a reason why we chose to be in that niche. Now, when we first started our affiliate marketing journey, I thought, you know what? I love the outdoors. I love to fish. I love to be on my boat. So you know what? I'm going to find something around that I can go out and promote and build a business around. But before I get to that point, I had to learn the skills. I had to figure out how all this worked. And so I took a successful path that many other successful people had done, and I went down that exact same path using the exact same systems. And what I found out was I have a passion for helping other people, as does Megan. We love helping other people that are struggling right now, that are trying to figure this stuff out, that are lost and confused, can't understand some of these things. We found a passion for helping those people figure out how to do what we've done.
I want to answer something here on that's a good point right here. Sue Ann over on TikTok said I have Legendary, but I learn hands on, and this is all too confusing for me. Well, Sue Ann, it's not going to be. It's digital. That's just the nature of it. It is digital, but it can be hands on. So as you're watching videos and as you're going through training, pause it. Have your stuff open and do it click by click. There are training videos out there that you can learn click by click. Okay. And the other thing I want you to do, I want you to throw out that word can't, or I can't do this. It's too confusing for me. I can't do this. You may not be able to do it right now, but if you give up, you're never going to be able to do it. So keep chipping away at it little by little. Use the Facebook groups ask for help, use our Facebook group, get into that. Make sure you answer the 3 membership questions because our automated system won't let you in if you don't. Okay. But post questions in there. If you're using a funnel system like ClickFunnels and you're confused on how to do something, take a screenshot of what you're working on, post it in there. We can help you with that. Okay. Just don't give up. Okay. It was another person over on TikTok said, they just can't do the blueprints. And that's fine. We get it. Some people are strapped. I understand that. We understand that. It was a personal choice for us to find the funds where we did. Okay. If you can't, then you need to work your butt off to make it work, to make this happen. Exactly what I just said with Sue-Ann. Use your resources. Just because you don't understand something, don't give up. You keep fighting for the answer, okay? Whether that's Google your question to try and figure out what comes up, YouTube it. There's tons of resources on YouTube, but be disciplined when you do that because YouTube is like a freaking rabbit hole, okay? There's tons of people out there that will help you. Like I said, we're one of them. Post your questions in the Facebook group, as I just said, okay? You can know the challenge is going to give you all of the little bits and pieces that you need to do affiliate marketing. It's not going to be in depth. The $7 is meant to get your feet wet, kind of introduce you to the concept of affiliate marketing. That's what that's there for. The blueprints is like major in-depth instruction, okay? But again, if you can't do that, because not everybody can, we understand that. You have to use your resources. And if you give up, that's on you. Don't come screaming back saying, oh, it's a scam, blah, blah. It doesn't work. Yes, it works. There's tons of people that make money every single day with this program, whether it be in the make money online niche, whether the fitness niche, whether they're blogging, there's tons of people that are using it and making money.
Yep.
Definitely. So I'm going to call BS on anybody who's like, it's a scam, blah, blah. Bull. No, it's not. So.
All right.
There you go.
Ron, I'm good. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that over on TikTok. Easy to be me. Negative mindsets drag you backwards.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Hang on a second. Affiliate marketing freedom. I think that's our pal Leslie. Thanks for joining us. Hey guys, he says. Awesome. Thanks for joining us here. Appreciate the support. Vicky, thanks for the follow and thanks for the like. Sue-Ann says thank you. John Minshew, I've tried to do this kind of stuff, but couldn't catch on. They were calling me once a week. Who was calling you once a week?
What any of the programs that we're into?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the issue was there. And then over on Facebook, we've got a couple of comments there I want to get to. One, our friend Facebook user says, "Is Legendary the only program out there, or just the best, or the one you guys feel really works?" So here's the thing, guys. There are a ton of programs out there and there's tons of courses out there that you can go with. This is one of the things that, I've been under, a lot of pressure, the last few months. People say, well, as a coach, you need to, create your own course. And I keep kind of saying, no, I don't, because there are so many great courses out there. Now, I will say this, there are some courses out there that aren't worth a darn. Okay. If you've got questions about something that you see, feel free to reach out and send us a message, and we'll let you know if we've heard of it and we know anything about it. We'll openly talk with you about it. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is we're very open and honest with what we do. We're very transparent about the things that we do. We have several different programs that we promote at different levels. Okay. Also, one of the things that we learned very early on was just because we made that initial investment to learn and to get started, that wasn't the last investment we ever made or will make. We continue to make investments to educate ourselves, to learn more about what we're doing and the next steps and things like that. But guys, what you need to understand is this isn't something where you're looking at a big, huge lump sum to have to do all this stuff up front. Get started with it, learn these skills, and start to create an income for yourself, and then use some of that money that you start earning into reinvesting back into your business and yourself to learn skills and maybe to have a coach, or, we've got different coaching programs that we've been a part of. We've got several different coaches and mentors that we have learned from along the way, which cost an investment for us to do that. Okay. So just kind of think about that. There are tons of different programs out there that you can be a part of, that you can promote if you feel that it's a good program. That's, Megan and I, we've been through several different programs, but we actually only promote 2 or 3 different ones because we believe in those and we understand that they work and we know that a lot of people are successful with those. Okay. So back to kind of what I was talking about there, as far as like being in the make money online niche, that's where we chose to stay. Okay. If you decide to get into affiliate marketing, that doesn't mean that you have to do the same things that we have to do. You don't have to go out and you don't have to promote the same things that we promote. If you want to get into health and fitness or relationships or, woodworking or, outdoors, there's all kinds of different niches that you can get into and ultimately work in. All right.
Yeah.
With that being said, we do have recommendations that you start in certain areas. And there's a reason for that. If you have a passion, we're just going to pull something out of the air here. Say you've got a passion for, I don't know, water bottles. Wow, it's kind of weird.
Cooking right now has been a big one.
But if you have a passion for, say, water bottles, and you absolutely love them, and you got a collection of them, and you think everybody should have all the water bottles that you have in your house, and you decide, all right, Ryan, I'm going to jump into this affiliate marketing thing, and I'm going to promote water bottles. That's awesome. I'm happy that you're getting started. I'm happy that you're learning the skills. But if you go out and you start to promote something that nobody else really wants, you're going to have a hard time of it. You're going to have a hard time of it. You're not going to make much money, if any. And the next thing's going to happen is you're going to get depressed. You're going to get aggravated with yourself. And you're going to say that this doesn't work. So yes, we do make recommendations for certain products to get started with, because we know they work and we know that there's a lot of people out there looking for these things and they want them.
Yeah.
And so if you have a good, successful product to start off with, you're going to see success. And with that success comes confidence, it comes positivity, and you're learning these skills and you see that this actually works. Because I can sit here on this end of this whole thing here and talk to you about the multi 6 figures that we earn in our business. I can talk about the 19 grand that we made in 4 weeks over the holidays without doing anything in our business except for spending time with our families, which is exactly what we wanted to do. But yet our business continued to roll on and we made 19 grand. I can tell you about that. But until you make your first dollars online and figure out that this actually works for you, you still have some skepticism. So again, you need to start off with a product that people want. We get all the time like, well, don't you think that that's oversaturated? There's a lot of people promoting it. Well, you want to know why there's a lot of people promoting it? Because it works. Because a lot of people are making money with it. That's why.
Here's the thing. People want to make money online, but first they need to learn how to make money online and then branch out. Gosh dang it. What was that quote that I think I texted to you, but I can't remember. What was it? We have to do.
Oh yeah. You did text that to me. Well, it's on my phone up there.
It's been forever.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try and find it. It was something along the lines of like, we have to do things that we don't want to do before we can do the things that we want to do, or something. It was something along those lines.
You have to do the things in life that you don't want to do so that you can do the things in life that you want to do. Something along those lines.
Something like that. But it just resonated really well with me. And actually, I think I got that off of Last Man Standing. But it's so true. Okay, it's like, you go into a perfect example, another example that falls along those lines. And I know several people that have talked to me about this and whatnot. Okay, you're in nursing school. I have friends that I have a niece that's in nursing school. I've got friends that are working in nursing and things like that right now. Even medical physicians. But they had to learn the the clinical stuff. They had to learn the ABCs of it before they could get into doing what they actually wanted to do. My girlfriend, or my one of my girlfriends, she did not care for the whole OBGYN aspect of it or whatever. It's not what she wanted to do, but she had to go and practice and learn these skills so that she could get into the pediatric trauma side, which is what she really wanted to do. And talking with her in hindsight, she's like, yeah, I'm glad I did that because I learned skills from there that I transfer into what I'm doing now, and I use those every day. Mm-hmm. Okay. I would assume, it's the same with construction. I want to learn how to build. I want to build a house. Well, cool. First, you need to learn how to use the tools. You got to learn how to use the freaking air gun and a nail gun.
Saw.
Saw. And then you can get into actually building the house.
Yep. So the line is actually, we got to do what we got to do until we can do what we want to do.
Oh, that was Kurt Warner.
And it was Kurt Warner who actually said that. And
say that again.
We got to do what we got to do until we can do what we want to do.
Yeah.
And it is exactly that comes back to why we recommend that people start maybe in the make money online niche. Now, again, you don't have to. There's plenty of people out there that are doing the outdoors. They're doing the health and fitness. Those are options. But for us, if you want help from us, we can help you get started in this niche. And we recommend that you get started in this niche. It is one of the most profitable niches in affiliate marketing. And there are a lot of people making a lot of money doing this. But it all comes back to, you got to learn the skills. You got to learn the skills. You got to make the decision to start with it. So I want to get back over here to John on TikTok because, he was talking to us a little bit about, he said he tried this kind of stuff but couldn't catch on. They were calling me once a week. They called me once a week till I couldn't keep up. Then the help stopped. When I quit making my monthly payments, then they blew up my phone. So if you are in something that you are having to pay for continuously to be a part of, run the other direction. Stop doing that. That is not what you want to do here. All right.
There are some programs that are subscription based, but that doesn't sound like a good one.
There are some things, as we call it, pay to play, where if you want to be able to promote a product, you have to buy into the product to actually promote it, which generally it is a one-time purchase. We're a part of a few of those. Again, it's still affiliate marketing. It is, just depends on if you like the product. And I think most companies that do that, there is a reason behind that. If I'm going to sell something and actually recommend it to people, I kind of need to know what's in it. I kind of need to know what it's about.
Yeah.
I kind of need to know if it's going to help anybody. You will never see Megan and I promoting something that we haven't actually been a part of or been through or seen or done something with that particular product or program. Because if I don't know about it, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell people that they need it. It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay? But again, coming back to learning the skills, trying to figure certain things out. We've got a couple other comments. Legendary is a foundation to build off of. Exactly.
Absolutely.
It is exactly what it is. So as I said before, that initial investment to learn the skills of affiliate marketing and get started, within 8 months, we were able to produce 6 figures in commissions with our affiliate marketing business because we took those initial steps. Now, if we had decided to say, hey, all right, we're, boom, boom, washing our hands of this, we're done. We hit 6 figures. We're good. We don't need to learn anything else. No, we didn't do that. We decided, all right, shoot, can we get to multiple 6 figures? Can we get to, instead of 100,000, can we get to 200,000? So we had to figure out the processes. Do we keep doing exactly what we're doing? Or is there ways to kind of work around this? And maybe, we're spending a lot of time doing this over here. And if we could figure out another way to maybe automate that or something and focus over here, maybe we could get to that next 6 figures in 4 months instead of 8 months. It's all about time. It's all about time. Whenever you make an investment in something, it's all about time. Remember how I talked about you could go online You know, you could go to YouTube and Google and figure out all these skills that it takes to be an affiliate marketer. Well, the reason why you invest in programs and coaches and mentors is so that it doesn't take you months and years to decipher what is right and what's wrong, when you can invest that money and learn the skills and have a proven path and a plan of action to take when you get into it. We always refer to investing money into skills and learning self-education as saving us time for things. Same thing, like I said, you know, trying to figure out, all right, we made 6 figures. Well, yeah, we want to make multiple 6 figures, but instead of taking another 8 months to do that again, if there's a way we could do it in 4, shoot, let's learn how to do that. So we invested in, you know, a coach or mentor to help us figure that out. And we continue to learn things. So yes, you know, Legendary is a foundation of which you can build off of. Let's see, Facebook here said, do the things you hate, but do it like you love it. Mike Tyson, that's a good quote. I like that. Over on TikTok, we got a couple things. Thanks for the likes, Robin. Appreciate that. Call Me Crazy. Thanks for the follow. Scott J, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Thanks for sharing out the live, Matt. Thank you so much. Sue Ann, can you recommend where to get help with coaching? All right. Definitely, Sue Ann. If you could find me on Facebook, it's Ryan Hobbs. You can search me up. Send me a message on Messenger. Okay. Be happy to have a conversation with you to help you figure out where you're at. I know you said you kind of got started, but you're kind of more of a hands-on person. So let's definitely have that conversation. And also make sure that you join our Facebook group. Again, the link is right above us here. We've got a few different links here.
It's not clickable, so write it down.
Yeah, it's not clickable, so you actually have to write the link down. And find our Facebook group. Join that Facebook group. I think Megan said earlier, make sure that you answer the 3 membership questions. But again, let's connect, and we can help you with those things that you're struggling with. You know, that kind of learning that hands-on, figuring out what your next steps are to make this a success for you. And we're happy to do that. John Minshaw, that was expensive. Yeah, exactly. You're talking about, you know, paying every month to be a part of something, and then when you stop paying it ends. I don't agree with that model of doing things. You know, hopefully you learned some skills in what it was that you were doing to kind of help carry you through some stuff. You know, again, that same offer goes for you, John. You know, reach out to us if you have questions, if you need some help with something. Again, join that Facebook group. And, you know, Megan and I, we've also got the free training on what it is that we do also on that link up there. You know, so again, jot that down. Go check out that free training that we've got. And again, guys, we do this Power Hour every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Time. So we are here. We do it on TikTok. We broadcast it to Facebook. We've also got a YouTube channel, which is Megan and Ryan Recommend. You're going to see a common theme here. Megan and Ryan Recommend. That's where we are everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. So, you know, again, it's a matter of getting started and starting with something that is successful. And when I say successful, a lot of people confuse that with being oversaturated. So don't be afraid to do something that a lot of other people are doing. We teach, when we coach our clients and our students, it's like, look, when you do this and you get into this, you do not have to reinvent the wheel here. Okay? So make sure that as you're learning these things, follow the path of somebody that's been successful. Use that information and follow that path so that you can be successful as well. All right, not sure if the links are not working for others, but the training and group are returning a 404. Have found on Facebook. All right, NC223. Yeah, Megan just pulled it up, said it was working fine. Jay Jordan, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. You know, sometimes what happens is as we do these lives like that, and we've got those links there, we're driving a lot of people to that. And sometimes you may get that, but, you know, try again here in just a bit. But I promise you, I think Megan just tried both of those. They are working links. And I've actually pulled them up here on the computer, so just got them to pull up as well. So again, all right, Facebook user, the idea of oversaturated just means that people are looking for answers to it. Yeah, I like the way you put that. Definitely. John, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. And again, like I said, that offer, the same offer that we extended to Sue Ann, is for anybody really that's watching this and that is struggling with this. Guys, you know, we're not only here to help people that are just starting in this, that maybe just heard the words affiliate marketing from Megan and I when we started this thing, we're helping people that are beginning, and we're also helping people just like you, Sue and John, that have made some tries at this, made some effort at trying to figure this stuff out, but maybe you're stuck. Okay. We are here to help people be successful, period, the end. Whether you are just getting started now, we got some harsh words for those people that haven't started yet. Get up off your butt. Get out there, try to figure something out. Go ahead.
When people are like, oh, I haven't started, or no, I don't want to do this, or oh, I'm gonna think about it. That's, stop thinking about it. You can only do so much research until you have to take action with something, right? Yeah. And if it's just to buy a freaking $7 course just to see if you like it, I mean, please, I've got my Starbucks costs more than $7, y'all. I mean, be honest with yourself.
Well,
and if you really cannot afford $7, then you really need to take a look at things and figure out what your plan is.
Because the chances
to get out of there, because the chances are you've got something around your house that's worth $7 you don't need.
Chances are, if you're at a point where you can't afford $7 to get started, nothing's going to change for you. So next week, you're not going to have $7. The following week, the next month, the following month, the next year, you're not going to have $7 until you start to formulate a plan to actually change your situation and figure out how you can do that. And Megan and I have helped people do that. We've had people come to us and I don't even have $7. All right, awesome. Here's what you need to do. And give you a plan.
Yep.
And if you're willing to follow that plan and get started, that's awesome. Congratulations. We can help you out. So many times I have heard people tell me, well, Ryan, I'm just kind of waiting to get my little ducks in a row so I can get going with this. I've been watching you for months and, the time's just not right for me. But when I get those ducks in a row, I'm gonna reach out to you and we're gonna get started with this. Well, let me give you a little bit of advice. Them damn ducks ain't never getting in a row. It ain't never gonna happen. You have to make it happen. You have to decide that this is what I want to do and figure out why you want to do it. Your why is very important into why you do this and how you get started. For me, it was a driving factor. Now, for me, it was a situation where I lost my job and there was an opportunity there, because I promise you, if I had still working a 9 to 5, I probably would have never done anything like this. I would have never done anything like this because I wouldn't have never learned to take a little bit of a risk and try to figure some of these things out and do some things. I would have also never figured out that I can do these things, that I can learn these skills and then implement them and then do the things that I've talked about earlier in this broadcast, the traveling and the spending time with our kids and, not missing bedtimes and dinner times and things like that. Actually having that true time freedom. And I think that why I say that you need to figure out what your why is, because that's going to be the determining factor on whether or not you are successful with this. Exactly. Megan just said it. It's your motivation. Now, if that's your motivation to start out with a $7 program, that's awesome. If it's because you're tired of working and slaving away for somebody else's dream while you live, either paycheck to paycheck, or you don't have the time to do the things that you want to do. That's the biggest thing. Maybe you've got a good job. Maybe you've got a good life right now. Maybe the only thing is that you wish that you could travel more and have more discretionary income to where you could travel more or spend more time with your kids doing certain things. Maybe the idea of working from home is a lot better to you than working for somebody else.
And I want to interject here too real fast. If you've got kids that are getting ready to go into college and are at that age, and they come to you and they're like, "Hey, don't really think I want to go to college." Don't immediately go on the offensive and be like, "Well, yes, you are." I'm a parent. My son's a senior. He doesn't really want to go to college, and I'm like, "That's fine. What's your plan?" Listen, because there are so many other ways of making an income rather than going to a 9 to 5 job. Guys, it is 2023. People spent $5 trillion freaking dollars online last year. Listen, okay? I just had to interject that because like you may be stuck in your ways, but if you've got kids that are thinking about doing other things, please encourage them. Don't automatically go on the defensive and like like I said, I want to say shout out to Erica if you're still watching. Hi, hun. She texts me.
Okay.
Okay, but I want to answer some of these on.
Yes, I want to get a couple of these comments. So first of all, we've got the comment: action takers or money makers, and that's absolutely correct.
Yep.
Inger says, "Hey guys, just wanted to say hey, and always good seeing y'all out here. My ducks are more out of order now than they ever were, but I'm proud they're getting better, and that's awesome." We've also got our Facebook user that says, "Megan, when you were not sure about it, what really made you say yes?"
It's kind of crazy. Okay, yeah, Dave asked me that same question, and I had the same thing. I trusted you. It comes down to a trust thing. I trust you. You trust me. I had to. There's a reason that the good Lord gave us 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. We're supposed to watch and listen a hell of a lot more than we're supposed to be speaking. Okay? So I shut my mouth, which is really hard for me to do sometimes. You know me, And I listened. And I watched what he was doing, and I saw how he was getting excited about things, how it was changing his perception. Because, guys, I could not handle having my husband go to a job anymore and come back home and bring all that negativity home, and he just wasn't happy. I couldn't watch that anymore. So if this was going to help him, hell yeah, I was going to listen to him.
Yeah.
But when I started listening to the training and getting into the training and things like
there you go.
That's when I was like, okay, yeah, this is different. Yeah. And those were my exact words. This is different.
Yeah. The first part of what she was talking about was the fact of me saying, hey, I don't want to go back to a 9 to 5. I want to try this. That was the trust factor there. And her talking about trusting me. And well, yeah, it scared me too.
This was the first time that he had been like, hey, I don't have a job.
Yeah, you're right. In about 4 years, it happened, what, twice, 3 times, something like that. And, I think for that part of it, yes, there was a bit of a trust factor there. And I always told her, I said, look, if this doesn't work, if this whole, me trying to find an online business that would work for us, I reassured her that, she knew that I knew what my responsibilities were, and that I had, right, because I'd never let her down, in ever taking care of those responsibilities. So there's that trust factor there. But I think ultimately in what the user is asking about, what really made you say yes, and I think that you hit it there at the end of that, was when you saw the training and saw that it was different. And I've got Truth Speak over on TikTok, Dave Sharp question mark. Yeah, that's where we got our start from. And we it's when we got started with that, it was seeing that energy from him and seeing something different. And that's where Megan goes back to this training. This $7 training was something different than either one of us had ever seen. And so, that was the part, I think, where she really was like, all right, there's something different about this. Let's move forward with this. And I think that helped her say yes. F. Madia, there is an upsell of 2,500. That's a concern.
Why is it a concern?
Well, I understand.
I understand. Okay, yeah. Let me rephrase that. Is it concerning because you're not sure if you're going to be able to make that investment, or is it a concern that they're asking for you to do an upsell? Because if it's the latter, that's marketing.
Yeah. Okay? That's just business.
That's just business. If it's the first, it shouldn't ever be a concern.
Yeah.
Okay? It should be a thing to think on and think, okay, do I really want this? Do I want to walk to my goal? Do I want to bike to my goal? Or do I want to get in the damn plane and like zoom to my goal?
You almost got that right.
I did that right on. I did that on purpose. I did.
Okay.
Shut up. They get it. Stop.
All right. User 652, thanks for the like. User 493, thanks for the follow. We appreciate that. And then F. Madi said, thank you for your time doing this. Again, there's a reason why we do this. We do believe that we can help other people. Mike, our buddy Mike, thanks for the like. Appreciate that. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate your support. F Money says, because it's a lot of money without knowing if you will make money in the short run. All right.
You're not, it's not a make money quick. It's not a get rich quick thing.
So, yes, short run. All right. So, again, our scenario, and F Money, I'm speaking directly to you on this. With our scenario, again, I'd already been without a job for 5 months. And here was the biggest thing that people kept telling me. If you can spend 6 to 8 months at this and really work at it, you'd be surprised at what you can do. Again, 5 months, I'm already without an income. We, kind of struggling a little bit, trying to figure things out, the responsibilities that we all had. I'm like, 6 months, crap. I need something now. But it doesn't happen that way. You have to put some time and some effort into it. Now, I will say this, the more that you can do, the quicker you are going to see returns on that. If you actually implement what you learn, and this is where a lot of people have issues with. They go through and they learn stuff and they don't implement things. Or they're not consistent enough. We see that a lot of times with some of our students and our clients. You're not consistent enough with what it is that you need to do every single day. Okay? Now, this kind of goes hand in hand with one of the questions that we have from our Facebook user. It says, how much time do you honestly spend on your businesses? Because I have 2 kids and I'm not sure if I can fit this into my schedule. So our tagline that we have, our slogan that we have is raising family and fortune. We get that. We have 4 kids and all of the hectic stuff that goes along with that. School, homework, showers, sporting events, choir, church, all these different things. So we get that. Now, I can give you the answer that you're going to find a lot of people tell you, oh, if you spend an hour or 2 a day, you'll be rich in, however long. We're going to call BS on that, okay? Because it does take time and effort. Now, I will honestly say, you've got a busy schedule. I get that. If you can actually spend an hour or 2 a day, yes, within 6 to 12 months, you'll be amazed at what you can create with that, what kind of an income you can create with that. So if you're willing to give it that amount of time, the 1 to 2 hours a day, 6 to 8 months, and be consistent and learn the right ways, you can be successful with this. For us, you want an honest opinion? For us, you have to remember, when we started this, I didn't have a full-time job. So this was my full-time job. This is my full-time job now. And we spend, in the beginning, we spent hours.
6 to 8 hours.
6 to 8 hours a day. But this was my full-time job. But that's how come we hit 6 figures in 8 months.
And that 6 to 8 hours too, that was at different times. Like, you would drop the kids off at school, you'd come back home and work or camp or whatever they were at. It wasn't school. Actually, it was school. It was camp at the time. But, you would work, 3-4 hours, while they were away, come pick them up, have dinner, things like that, get them settled down or whatever. After they went to bed, you were putting in another, 3 to 4 hours. Okay. So that it was split. It was split up. And so that's where that came. We know people that have had full-time demanding jobs, working 50, 60 hours a week, putting in 2 to 3 hours a day at this, and have been able to walk away from that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we do know people. I personally know of 2. One did it in 6 months, one did it in 18 months, and it's awesome.
I want to get to a couple of these real quick.
Go ahead.
All right, so I got a Facebook user that said, I just recently lost my $4,500 a week job, so the stress of that security being gone is a real motivator, and I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is a real motivator. And then we've also got F Madia back over on TikTok says, thank you. You need to create content and get people to buy from you, not trying to be negative, but I work full time. Again, yes, that's what, we do. That's our business model. We focus on creating content on social media sites, driving people to different offers that we might have. And that's how we work our business. So yes, there is a part of that where you're creating content and sending traffic to an offer. She goes, or he or she goes, F Madia goes, I'm looking for an extra $2,500 a month to supplement. So when we got started, all I wanted to do was replace $2,000 a month that I lost from my job. That was our goal, $2,000 a month. Well, when we got started with affiliate marketing, in month 3, we hit our first 5K month. And that was just absolutely amazing for us because we weren't looking for anything like that. That was more than double what it was that we were trying to hit. And then that's when we kind of figured out, all right, there's a lot of potential here. When people were telling us it's an unlimited income or an uncapped income potential. All right, we're starting to see that a little bit. So to be able to hit those marks that you're talking about, just to be able to do $2,500 a month to supplement. Yes, that is possible with working a full-time job. Again, Megan just said, we've had people that we have worked with that had full-time jobs and were able to create enough of an income to walk away from those jobs more than $2,500 a month. Okay. So again, the possibilities are there. Yes. Mateo Ross, sorry, I'm new here. What's the minimum to invest and what is it you do? We'll get to that here in just a second. Thank you, JP Matt, for sharing out the video. D-Tuck, thanks for the like. Appreciate that. And F Madia, thank you. We appreciate you being here. All right, Mateo. We're actually affiliate marketers. Basically, for anybody that really doesn't know, we haven't actually covered the definition of that. Most of the people in here, I think, have been familiar with that. But if you aren't familiar with affiliate marketing, it's basically promoting other companies or people's products through your social media content, and you send traffic to your unique affiliate link. And if somebody clicks on that link and purchases a product, you receive a commission from that. Okay, so that's what we do. We are affiliate marketers. We help people figure out how to get into this so that they can start to create an income online. And then, as far as an investment goes, there are different levels of investing in things. I know that sounds like a complete walk around, I'm not trying to avoid that subject.
Sounds such a political answer.
You can get started learning the skills for $7. Okay. But yes, you're going to want to, if you're really serious about this, you're going to want to invest more than $7. That's going to give you a taste of what this is, how to kind of get started with it a little bit. But there's so many more things that you're going to need to learn. And so you will have to, probably invest, a couple $1,000s into a proper program or training course that will show you exactly what you need to do to get started with it. Okay. My suggestion to you, Mateo, is if you can see the training link that's above us here, go grab that. That's Megan and I's free training. You can kind of get started with that if you want to see if this is something you would be interested in. And you can always reach out if you've got questions. You can find us on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook. It's Ryan Hobbs. Send me a message over there on Facebook. We've also got our Facebook group that you can join. Again, that link is up above us.
And I do want to say something. If you guys are on TikTok, this is our main account, okay? We are never going to message you with Bitcoin, crypto, investing. We're never going to tell you to text us on WhatsApp. Nothing of that. If you guys get any of those, because I know it's been brought up a little bit more recently, those are not us.
Yeah.
Those are scammers. Just block them and move on.
Yeah.
Okay? The best way to reach out to us, though, is going to be to find Ryan on Facebook and send him a message.
Yep.
Guys, I've probably blocked 500 plus of those freaking accounts. Yep. It drives me nuts.
If you are in this trying to figure out ways to make money online, it's okay to be skeptical. We were skeptical, okay? I don't care if you're skeptical of what we're talking about. That's fine. I understand that because I was in that same spot at one point in time. It's okay to be that way. If something sounds too good to be true,
it is.
Check it out. Really, really check it out, okay? One of the things that we do, we offer up Zoom calls.
Yep.
If somebody wants to really chat with us and figure out if this is legit, we offer up Zoom calls to chat with you. Now, we can't be on a Zoom call for an hour and a half, okay? But yes, we'll hop on a 10, 15-minute Zoom call with you, chat with you, answer a few questions and things like that. If you come across something where somebody's like, hey, give me a couple of grand and by Friday you're going to have $40,000 in your account, run in the other damn direction. Things don't work that way. Because I promise you, if they did, every freaking person in this world would be doing them. Okay? Those are the scams that Megan is talking about. And yes, unfortunately, there are people out there like that. There are people out there that try to, basically steal our identity on TikTok. Like Megan said, there's a ton of Megan and Ryan recommend. They've either got a different character in there, they got extra letters in there, things like that. They go out there and they talk about trading in Bitcoin and stuff like that. Even though that is legitimate, there are legitimate ways to do that. Again, if somebody reaches out to you and says, hey, drop me a couple $1,000 and by Friday I have you 40 or even 10. First thing that I would recommend is offer up, see if they will get on a Zoom call with you. If somebody just absolutely refuses to get on a Zoom call with you, do not work with them. Do not chat with them. I promise you, it is more than likely a scam. Okay. Now there are a lot of people in even our industry that are big names that do a lot of this, and they do 7 and 8 figures. Now those folks probably would not hop on a Zoom call because their time just doesn't condone it. Okay. But again, do your due diligence, do your research. All right. So that's all I can say about that. All right. Yeah. What kind of skills do you learn in the $7 program? You learn what sales funnels are. You learn actually how to build a sales funnel. You learn what email marketing is. You learn the correct steps of affiliate marketing. You learn some marketing skills in that program as well. So there's a lot of great information in there, especially for only $7. Facebook users, thank you guys for giving your free time to us. Just watching and listening to you helps give me hope. Awesome. Well, we're glad we could bring that hope to you. We appreciate you guys being here. Also, over on TikTok, Ara Salima 10, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Mateo, thanks for the follow. Dave, have you guys tried daily pay marketing? Nope, have not. I'm not even sure I know what that is. F. Madia, how do we reach you on Facebook? F. Madia, that is, you just search me up, Ryan Hobbs. You'll find my profile picture is a picture of Megan and I. Just shoot me a message over there. Let's see, Mateo.
Put your username in your message, because if it's different than Facebook, so I'm the one that usually does the messaging, guys, so I can kind of put 2 and 2 together.
All right, Mateo, I'm just trying to change my life. I'm tired of giving my all to a lazy job that's ungrateful. Got to take risk and see where it leads, And Mateo, I'm glad you see that right there, because there are times, a lot of times, I will spend time talking about, opportunities. How many of you out there, and I want you guys, if you can relate to this, I want you to drop me a 2 in the comments. But if you have ever sat around and go, man, I wish this would happen. I wish I would win the lottery. I wish I would get a promotion at work. We wish for opportunities to present themselves to us, okay, so that we can better our lives, right? We constantly are hoping and wishing for an opportunity to come before us. And when that opportunity does come before us, most of us miss it or we overlook it because most opportunities are disguised as risk. And we're just not inherently willing to take risks sometimes. And so I love the fact that Mateo talks about that, because he's absolutely, or he or she's absolutely correct, because, that is right. Most people just overlook these opportunities that they've been hoping and wishing and praying for because it's a risk, And so we have to be willing to sometimes take these risks, even at $7. For some people that is a risk there, for anybody really. Okay. A couple of these other comments. Elena, thanks for the like. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. F. Madia, thank you for the follow. Let's see. I'm not sure. Sue Ann was at your thank you again. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, that's her. That's her handle. Okay. We'll write that down. F. Madia, it's Hobbs. No E on there.
There she is.
Hey, Erica, what's going on? I've worked with Megan and Ryan, and they are amazing, very helpful. Thank you so much for the support, Erica. We definitely appreciate that. Man, it's been a minute since we have seen or chatted with you. Hopefully you and the family are doing well and had a great holiday season. Yeah. It's been a while. So, all right, well, guys, it's 9:19 for us. The Power Hour has lasted a little bit longer than an hour, but again, we appreciate all you guys that have been here. We appreciate all you guys that have followed us, have liked us, have shared out this live. Again, everybody on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. It's amazing to have this kind of support. We love being here, talking with you guys, sharing with you what it is that we do. What this has meant for us and for our family, and the opportunities that it has presented to us and given us over the last few years. It's just been amazing. And so we just know that there's so many other people out there that could use this same opportunity to turn their lives around, to change their lives, so that you can have more time with your family or travel more or whatever it is that you're really trying to do. So again, we appreciate your support. We bring you this broadcast every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Time. Again, feel free to reach out to us. If you guys are over on TikTok, you see the links above us. Feel free to jot those down. Feel free to go check those out for the free training. Join our Facebook group. Or if you're ready to get started, go ahead and click that. Like Megan said, take a screenshot, click that in there so that you save those links. Go check them out. If you ever have any questions for us, you can find me, Ryan Hobbs, Hobbs, on Facebook. Shoot me a follow over there. Send me a message in Messenger. Again, reach out if you have questions, or just come back next Wednesday. If you've got questions, write them down. We'll be happy to answer them next Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. Again, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next Power Hour.
Bye, guys.